Max planning plus 5%. I feel like that could be higher. But then there's a lot of stacking max planning in this game, as we've seen. No, I'm going to go for the workshops. The Khans have been yearning for goods and jobs. Now is the time to give them some. Oh, the SSR and the grabbers are the same colour. Ha! That's not confusing. What else do I need to work on? Oh, you know what? Air Force. Yeah, we want air doctrine. The night attack bonuses are good. I just bought Hard to Find 4 and I have completely no idea what I'm doing. Do you have any recommendations what you should start off with? Yeah, there you go. Marshall beat me to it. Troll Warren declared war on Grid Breakers. ATs took 3 states. Payfolk were annexed. Boomer scouts turned up nothing in the deserts of southern Nevada, although some of our men have reported flickering lights in the sky at night and menacing figures in their dreams. The only thing they found are pre-war tourist traps. This is starting to look like a waste of time. Perhaps I should have gone to New Vegas instead. I hate sand. It's so coarse and it gets everywhere. So is that a repeatable? It is a repeatable. Keep repeating it then. And do I want to send... Yeah, because it's still 55% chance of something good. I don't think I've ever had the Old World Blues outcome. Like that 22%? What's that? Contact lost and death claws are obvious. Scavengers found something 55%. Old World Blues, is that when they find a character? Okay, combat language done. Let's get the decryption. It's a DLC reference, yeah, but what does it mean in terms of this? Specifically this. The Western Brotherhood of Steel declared war on the Hubologists. I like that there's the hub, and then there's also the Hubologists. And the Hubologists don't actually have a focus. Oh, they declared war on... No, that's not on the hub. They did declare war on the Hubologists. That's a bit of a weird one. I guess they can get there by sea. You have got a navy. Quite a big one. For this stage of the game. And we can modify our government again. Okay, so these are the same as the test game characters. Only this time around there's actually a reason to go with the old world infrastructure guy. As I do have a lot of infrastructure to build, so I might go for these two. Or the monthly population. Monthly population is probably actually more important. We'll do that. Washington Brotherhood declared war on the cause. They're going after everyone. Oh no, Washington Brotherhood, not Western. I get the feeling the Washington Brotherhood are going to be a very major power. Instead of the NCR and the Legion, it's going to be the Troll Warren and the Washington Brotherhood. going to get scrap motorcycles just so I can start sending out motorized explorers. Means that you have less of a chance of them being caught by death claws, which I think would be a good idea. Ruby Hill still holds many resources from before the bombs dropped. It's time to take... It's time now take advantage and mine them. Oh, advantage. Washington Brotherhood took 6 states. Cores have been annexed. Blackfoot is losing. Cut in half. No ports means that all of this is out of supply. I think the Legion is about to lose before it ever even starts. Old World Blues, here we go. Our scavengers have failed to find something, spending weeks in the waste in pursuit of old dreams. The scavengers are so obsessed with the past they can't see the present, much less the future. What is this? And so they wasted their times in a fool's errand. For what? Finding nothing, they stare into the what was, guttering and spent. Well, that answered that question then. It does nothing. Now they've killed the cores, the effect will be next. Very good. Right. We're at the next level, so we can start getting plant cultivation and construction and all that good stuff. Old world infrastructure. Let's get this really done. Barons Republic took 3 states. Republic of Reading have been annexed. So the barons are getting quite big. JD Sands is struggling a little bit against the grabbers. Jobs for the crippled. Many are too old and injured to do much work. We can make smaller jobs for them, having them do minor work that helps in the bigger picture. Sindrin, thank you very much for the bits. Why do Brotherhood of Steel bunkers smell so much? Turns out the Brotherhood of Steel smells... Sorry, it turns out... Let me start that again. Why do the boss bunkers smell so much? Turns out the boss stands for big old... Exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. How many ghouls does it take to change a light bulb? None. They glow in the dark. How many lives does an irradiated cat have? 18 half-lives. What do starving wastelanders eat in a crisis? Goulash. Atoms have mass? I didn't know they were Catholic. Yeah, nice, Syndrome, nice. Right, let's go and get constructomification. And we are also going to start building some motorbikes. Probably going to get maybe 100 or so, and then we'll just stop building them. '80s declared war on Ruby Valley Refuge. '80s. Oh, it's up here, isn't it? If they have anything going for them. No, they do not. Boomers should be allowed to build railroad artillery for the biggest booming artillery. I mean, I don't disagree. Baron's Republic declared war. Utopia declared war on Mojave. Interesting. Utopia have 13 divisions versus 10. But it's Brotherhood versus Super Mutants. This is going to be the Warrens Western Brotherhood conflict in Mini. Oh, damn it. They're dead. Vault 3, also known as the Fiends. There's also the Master's Remnants, so they get the Super Mutant buffs. I think so. There they are. No, they don't actually have a focus tree. Not yet, anyway. Kappa Crusher. Fighting against the Scorpions. They got the followers. Troll Warren took 5 states, Ribbreakers were annexed, so Troll Warren is growing. And they've already actually got a border with the Washington Brotherhood. Blackfoot has been annexed. Bye-bye Legion. Well, that's going to be interesting for Arizona. And the NTR is not exactly off to a strong start. Oh, this gives you manpower. Jobs for the crippled. I think that the NCR is about to go the way of the Legion. We must restore our home. We must restore Nellis. What about the other Arizona states? Is it only the Blackfoot that can recreate the Legion? Pretty sure, yeah. Yeah, these are all just natives. Phoenix doesn't. Phoenix is just its own republic. Flagstaff doesn't. It's just colonists. That's true. You know who doesn't exist? Desert Rangers. Well, that's a little disappointing. I always liked the Desert Rangers. Who would they be? They would be here, wouldn't they? Yeah, Ranger Citadel right there. And Nothing related to them. Desert Rangers had a rough ending at the end of Wasteland 2, maybe that's what they're emulating. Possibly. Isn't Wasteland 3 supposed to be soon as well? That's in March, isn't it? Ooh, another forbidden pre-war base. Boomer forces have scoured the waste of Nevada and found an old pre-war facility. Even for pre-war standards, the place seems odd. The bunkers were camouflaged and no one's been here for years. Somehow, the power is still on. Some of the men claim they hear voices. But it's probably fine. The sign on one of the bunkers indicates that this was once the Groom Lake testing ground. Now we just need to find out what they tested. Oh dear. Excavate the lab. Does Shady Sands have a focus to go after the boomers? I don't think so, no. Wasteland remasters on the 25th of February. Wasteland 3 is 19th of May. Okay, so it was remastered I was thinking of. Because yeah, we have a lot of things coming up. We've got La Resistance next week. Mountain Blade Bannerlord next month. Do we actually have a date for that one? Is it the beginning or the end? I know it's March. March. Then potentially Wasteland if I decide to replay that. I would like to take another look at Fallout 1 and 2 at some point. Sorry, someone keeps pinging me. Go away. Sure, Bannerlord to be rushed out the door as soon as possible. May 19th, 2020 for Wasteland 3 according to Steam. It's also co-op, I've heard. Oh, interesting. The thing I'm actually most interested about in Wasteland is the fact you can use vehicles. I want to see how they've implemented that. Oh dear, you're about to get the ultimate big boom, aren't I? That's what boomer means, right? Right? Half-Life 3 on April 1st. I see what you did there, Marshall. Very clever. 80s took 3 states. Ruby Valley Refuge being annexed. So the Baron's Republic's going to end up being quite strong. Mojave took 1 state. State of Utopia has been annexed. Yeah, why the hell did you declare war on the Fiends, you idiots? Who's the dum-dum now? Contact lost. Let's go find them. Wait. I thought there was a... Oh, there is. Rescue team. We found the expedition. Thank goodness. Now I can also go with vehicles. Oh, this only costs 10. Okay. I can probably stop producing motorbikes in that case. And let's see. Yeah, I think it's now time to do these so I can try and get this deal with Vegas as soon as possible. With the Reavers gone, we shall use their survivors to harvest the land for resources for us. Meanwhile, Wrath of the Righteous Kickstart's going strong, 1.2 million, so I'm strongly looking forward to that coming out. Yeah, Wrath of the Righteous looks good. I still haven't backed it. I really should do. I know it still has a few days to go. And there was another one, which I backed. Which I think is the first CRPG that I've seen based on 5th edition. What was that one called? Because I really do like CRPGs. It's just, they don't stream well, in my experience, which is really disappointing. Is there a way of seeing what I've backed? Solasta, Crown of the Magister, that was it. Yeah, that one's hindering. And they have some really interesting ideas on how to manage characters. Like, all the NPCs are not pre-written, but their personalities will evolve over time depending on what actions you take. I love watching TRPG streams. I struggle so hard doing them that it's just not worth it for me. I think I'm going to get some more tri-plane attackers. Fort Somerville. Where the hell was Fort Somerville? There. Fort Somers. Fortification experts. Oh, they have their own focus as well. I never even heard of these guys. Quite a big focus tree too. And they're at war with Jikarilla, who do not have a focus tree. Alright then. Play working. That's some more construction going on. And I do need to choose one of these. So, I'm not actually going to have a massive number of build slots. So I think I'm actually going to take the work as needed path. Am I? Let me think about this for a second. Because it's not so much about the factory slots, there's also just the efficiency cap. This will increase the cap by 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. Whereas this will increase the base by 21. This one also has more output. You know what? No, we're going to go work assignments. Why is the map different? Because we're playing with Sweet Home California, which is basically a what if the NCR and the Legion didn't exist. Hopeville declared war on Ashton. I thought that these two might go to war. And I suspect that Hopeville is quite a lot stronger. Does Ashton have their own focus tree? No. However, Hopeville does, and it's massive. Conquest of Ashton. So they have abandoned democracy and have gone militaristic, which is also their smallest focus. Right, and we have another new focus as well, which I think is going to be the Captain of Industry for the infrastructure building. Our infrastructure construction speed is going to be obscene, which is going to be good. Rumour has it, according to a leak on Stadia's website, Baldur's Gate 3 is coming out this year. Larian did not deny it, only mentioning they had an announcement coming sometime later in February, early March. Oh, interesting. Whichever game has Mordred talking the most is the best game. I think that's part of the reason I struggle with the CRPGs, is if they're not fully voiced. If they're fully voiced, then I'm probably okay. But I like doing voices, and it's really hard to keep them in, like, straight in my mind, and it annoys me. Master's remnants were just annexed. Troll Warrens declared we're on the Marrow Drinkers. Troll Warren should win this one. Bone Dancer stayed Bone Dancer. They haven't chosen yet. Scavengers found nothing. Get out of my office. Despite the flat tyres, the blood lost and the fuel spent, we found nothing in our scavenging expedition. But perhaps Thrash Godwin, the real loot, was the friendships we formed. No, it's not. New Reno joined the NCR. Exploiting the outskirts. Ah, okay, that was the water supplies. Let's secure Area 51. Area 51 has the potential to be a new home. We must send people to set up a base there. Yeah, we have several places that we do need to core. The prices aren't absurd. Although it occurs to me... Hold on. We get Area 51, we get Area 6. So what's the most populated of the other ones? 84, 83, 124. So Crystal Springs, we should probably try to core. Oh, we don't have a border on it. North Passage we do. Yeah, Crystal Springs with a population of 10,000. So I'm thinking Meadow Valley and then Crystal Springs. 127. Because the more cores we have, the more expensive everything else gets. So I'm going to hold off on those. And we're going to work on these instead. Oh, hello. Stripped power armor, servos, T-51B composite power armor. We must refurbish the weapons workshop within Nellis to produce more weapons, arms and armour for our people. Fort Summers took 3 states. Jicarilla have been annexed, so Fort Summers is just getting bigger as well. Barons Republic took 2 states, so Barons Republic continues to grow larger. So New Reno is in the NCR. Okay, so NCR does include Shady Sand, so the NCR has formed. And I'm guessing the Barons Republic has the ability to join it.